Hey gamers, what's up? So today I'm going to do a quick video and talk to you about 5 things that I do when I go out yard selling and garage selling that help me be a little more successful in my endeavors for finding old school video games. Now I'm not saying these things will always 100% yield you awesome results. You know, a lot of times you may strike out when you go yard selling, and that's okay. It's part of the deal. But if you do these things, I think you will have a better chance. I know it's helped me find a lot of good things that otherwise I may not have found. So let's get right into it. Number 1, treat everyone like you know them. Treat them like family. When you walk up to people at a yard sale, greet them like they're your best friend. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. If it's nice out, talk about how nice it is. If it's cold and rainy, say, phew, this weather is terrible. Whatever the case may be, make some small talk, be nice to them, and treat them like you've known them for years. This really helps. I think people tend to gravitate towards people who are friendly, and they'll be more willing to help you out and do something for you if they feel like it's been a treat to meet you. Second, always ask if they have video games laying around. It may seem crazy, but I have gone to so many yard sales where there's nothing out, and then after a couple minutes of looking around, some small talk, my normal happy greeting, I say, hey, you don't have any old video games laying around that you want to sell, do you? And a lot of times they'll go inside and come out with a stack of Nintendo games or some DS stuff or Wii games or whatever the case may be. You never know what you're going to find. And a lot of times people will have stuff in the house that they don't even realize they're willing to sell until you ask them. So it's really good to just say, hey, you don't have any old video games laying around, do you? Because they may be willing to part with them, they just don't know it yet. Number 3, and this is important, dress and groom. Look presentable, be clean, and don't smell bad. I mean, it's crazy, and you may think I'm dumb for even saying this, but it is a fact. If you go looking all raggedy and nasty, people aren't going to want to deal with you. It's a harsh fact. It's a harsh reality. You may say, hey, this is who I am. I wear ripped up jeans and, you know, shirts with pentagrams on them, which, hey, I think is perfectly fine, and you think is perfectly fine, but you're dealing with a lot of people. When you go out and you put yourself out there, if you go to, say, a community yard sale with 50 houses participating, every house, it's like here at the store, you know? I greet every person who comes in. I smile at them. I act friendly. I have to dress presentable at work because I'm selling to a wide variety of people, and I have to appeal to all of them. So when I go yard selling, I keep the same thing in mind. I dress in decent clothes. I don't wear a 3-piece suit, but I wear a nice shirt, jeans, or nice shorts, whatever the case may be. I'm clean. I take a shower before I go out. No one wants to deal with you if you smell bad. I'm sorry. Don't go all sweaty and nasty wearing pajama pants with your raggedy beard or unkempt hair, whatever the case may be. Straighten yourself up and go out and look nice, and people, again, will feel like it's a pleasure to talk to you and meet you. They won't be intimidated by you, or they won't think you smell, or whatever the case may be. Always keep in mind your grooming. 4, the multi-pocket system. This is an awesome tip, and this is something I've always done. I keep money in 3 different pockets when I go yard selling. In my front right pocket, I keep 1s and 5s, equaling about $20, $25. In my front left pocket, I keep 5s and 10s, equaling another $20 or $30. And then I put the remainder of my money in my back pocket. I normally go yard selling with a couple $100s, just in case I run into something big or something I really want to get. That way I'm not short. Now, yard sales are made for haggling, so it's almost expected. And when you go up to someone and they have something for, let's say, $30, you can go to that front right pocket and pull it out and go, oh man, you know, I have 25, will you take 25? And more often than not, they'll say yes. I've got a lot of really good deals this way. Or if it's something bigger, whatever the case may be, you can bounce back and forth between your pockets. Your pocket over here, you can say, oh man, you know what? Hey, I have an extra $10. I can buy that if you're willing to go down, you know, to this price, whatever the case is. So it's good to keep the money in the different pockets, because I don't want to haggle someone down to $10 on something and then pull out $200 and look like a total tool bag. And my last tip, and the most important tip, it's the answer to why I succeed when I go yard selling, and it's persistence. Be persistent. You're not always going to get what you want. You're not always going to find a bunch of stuff. You may go to 20 yard sales and strike out, but that 21st one could be the one where you find gold. Always stop. When I'm driving down the street, if I'm late for work and I see a yard sale, I stop. I was out in the country once, driving by a farmhouse, and just on a whim stopped at a yard sale and got a big stack of Saturn games. You never know what you're going to get, and you never know who's going to have it. And every yard sale you pass is an opportunity that is totally and completely missed, where you may have found something that's really awesome. So always be persistent and always stop. It will serve you in the long run. I've gone whole summers without finding something. I've literally gone yard sailing all summer long and not found a single video game. It has happened. But I've also, like last year and this year I'm doing really well, stopped at multiple yard sales, and already this year I've asked people if they have stuff. I've treated people kindly. I've been nice to them. You know, every tip I've given you here, and I've come up with some really good finds. And I'm finding that more and more I'm getting better and better at it, and luckier with what I achieve. And while you're out there, look at other things. You never know what you're going to find. You could find some really cool stuff for your house, for your garage, some tools, whatever the case is. You know, if you go out just looking for video games and you don't find anything else, or if you don't even look for anything else, there's a good chance you're gonna get bored quick. But you know, I come home with all kinds of stuff. I find stuff for my garden, I find stuff for the house, I find stuff for my yard, whatever the case is, just for fun. I found so many good tools at yard sales that it's unbelievable. And those are the tools I use to make custom game consoles and all kinds of other stuff. So definitely have fun while you're out there. There's no reason to be so serious, you know? It's all a game. And the more you treat it like one, the more fun you'll have doing it. So that's also something to consider. And that's it for now. So hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you like this video, by all means, do subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get updates on future videos. You can also follow me on Twitter at L1Games. If you have a comment, if you do any of these things for yourself, or if any of this is helpful to you, or if you have a suggestion for something I didn't mention here, by all means, leave it in the comments below. I love to network and learn what other people do, because hey, it may help me in the future too. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you all soon.